Hi guys, today I will brief you some of the concept of the Scratch application. Scratch is basically block-based visual programming language which allows the user to create their own games, animations, motions, movies, interactive stories, etc. without having much knowledge about the specific programming language. It was developed by the MIT Media Lab mainly for the kids with the age of 8 to 16 years old. Nowadays, it is worldwide used programming language by the kids. Let's start understanding about the Scratch interface. Scratch interface is a graphical user interface which allows the user to build their program just by dragging and dropping the various blocks of a code from the block palette into the script area. User need not have to worry much about the coding as it provides the facility of drag and drop. Let's start understanding about the various sections of the Scratch interface. This is the Scratch interface. The first section of the Scratch interface is menu bar. The menu bar contains the various menus like globe, file, edit, tutorials, Scratch, project, and each of the menus will be having their own submenus. Like globe will contains the various languages. Next, file. The files menu will contains the submenus like new, load from computer, save to your computer. The new submenu is used for creation of the new Scratch project. Load from your computer is used to open the existing project. Save to your computer is used to save the Scratch project into the computer. The next menu is edit. Edit menu will contain the submenus like restore, costume and turn on turbo mode. Restore costume is used to restore the accidentally closed or mistakenly closed sprite or costumes. We will know more about the costumes in the next section. Next one is turn on turbo mode is used for faster execution of the script. This can be achieved by clicking the shift and green flag button. Next section is about the tabs like code, costumes and sounds. Let's understand one by one. Let's see what is code tab. The code tab has its own block palette like motion, looks, sounds, events, etc. And each of these blocks have their own commands. For example, motion block have the command like move X number of steps. And if you want the sprite to be rotate either in the clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction, then you'll go with the turn. Like this, other blocks also have their own commands. Next is costumes tab. The costumes is an important aspect in the Scratch application. This tab is used to change the appearance of the sprite. Costumes can be provided to the sprite either by selecting from the Scratch library. Here, we can select the costumes to the sprite either from selecting from the Scratch library. So from here we can select the whichever the costumes required for the sprite. Next one is we can create our own costumes to the sprite by using the paint editor. Here we can create our own costumes for the sprite. Next one is we can upload it from the specified location or selecting or capturing from the webcam. Next tab is sounds tab. The various sounds can be provided to the sprite. We can choose sounds from the existing Scratch library like here we can select the whichever the sound is required. For example, here select this one. Now we can hear the sound, or recording our own voice. See here, record here. Hi, how are you? Now you can hear the voice. Hi, how are you? Or we can upload the sounds from specified location, and the sounds can be played faster, slower, louder. Next section is script area. It is a place where we can create the detailed instructions for the sprite just by dragging and dropping the blocks of code from the code tab into the script area. The sprite will perform the actions as per the instructions. Just an example, here the cat is a sprite. If you want to move this cat or the sprite into the specified number of steps, then just drag the command like move 10 steps. So if you click, it will move. This is just an example. In subsequent videos, we will understand more about the commands. The next section is the stage. The stage contains the backdrop along with the sprite. The various actions of the sprite will be viewed in the stage as per the instructions specified in the script area. The stage has the different view icons. On the upper right side of the stage has contains the three graphical icons which represents the various views of the stage. Like stage can be viewed either in a small screen, large screen or full screen. On the upper left side corner of the stage has the two buttons, the green flag, another one is the red button. The green flag is used for the execution of the script and the red button is used for the interruption of the execution. Another very important area of the Scratch interface is the backdrops. The backdrop is the background picture or image for the stage. This backdrop can be set to the stage either choosing from the existing Scratch libraries. Like here we can select the backdrop from the Scratch libraries. Like here if you want to select, you can select. Next one is we can create our own backdrop by using the paint editor. Like here we can create by using the paint editor using the various painting options, or upload it from the specified location. Next section of the Scratch interface is the sprite. Sprite is an object which performs the various actions as per the instructions specified in the script area. This sprite can be created either by choosing from the Scratch library. Like here we can create the sprite by choosing from the existing Scratch libraries. Just an example. Here this is the sprite. Or if you want to create, we can create our own sprite by using the paint editor. Like here, by using the various painting options. Next one is by uploading it from the specified location. There is also a section called Sprite Info which provides the detailed information about the sprite, like what is the sprite name, what are the x and y coordinates, and whether the sprite should show or not show, its a size and its a direction. Next section is extensions. Extensions enables the Scratch project to interact with the other sources of information like Lego Vido 2.0 and Microbit, and also other sources of information like Google Translator, Amazon Text-to-Speech, or other blogs like Pen Block, Music, Video Sensing. Then we'll go to the extensions. See, these are the various blogs which are available in the extensions.